Gather close, kin, by the fire's glow, where stories bind us through winter's bite. In the old ways, words were weighed by elders in the circle, tested by the light of shared hearths before any were cast into silence. But what if distant hands, unseen and unbound by our soil, seized the tongues of our people, commanding quiet before the council could gather? What threads of the clan might unravel then, leaving hearths cold and fields fallow?
Here's what followed in that shadowed path. Fathers and mothers whose labor tills the earth and mends the roof found their counsel hushed by far-off decrees. No time for the slow turning of wisdom, as if a stranger's hurried whisper drowned the evening meal's true talk. Guidance faltered, young hands gripped tools without the steady voice of proven kin. Duties blurred, and the rhythm of daily toil grew uneven.
But the cost ran deeper, into the bonds of neighborhood. Neighbors who once shared the fence, lines mending and the harvest's yield, turned wary eye to one another. Trust, forged in oaths by the well and the woodlot, withered under the threat of swift silencing. Words of warning or wonder, meant to guard the flock or call the rain, vanished like mist at dawn. Circles emptied, no voices rose to settle disputes or plan the seating. Paths between homes grew overgrown, untrod by those who feared the unseen hand.
Meanwhile, the young and the gray-haired bore the heaviest shadow. Children, meant to learn the plow's pull and the hearth's keep, heard only echoes of half-spoken truths. Elders, whose memories hold the famine's lesson and the flood's term, sat unanswered, their tales pulled from the air like unripe fruit from the branch. Care slipped, the line of hands passing seed to soil weakened. Who would tend the vulnerable when every utterance risked the clan's fragile PC?
Hairs where the strain twisted toward the land itself, shared meadows and woods, stewarded by the sweat of generations, demanded voices free to name the blight or praise the green shoot. But with silence enforced from afar, not by the council's measured nod, the fields lay as if waiting for hands that never came. Tools rested idle by the gate, waters ran unchecked, eroding the furrows our forebears carved. Reciprocity broke, the give and take that keeps the earth fruitful for the morrow's kin.
In the land of the vast ochre hearth where the seasons turn backwards, they whisper a different firelight, gates held firm at the clan's own border, shielding the young from wandering paths beyond the known wood, with elders' eyes on their own soil alone. No call to distant wanderers, duty stayed rooted, labor local, trust unbroken.
Yet if these far commands hold sway unchecked, households fracture like untended clay, children hunger for unshared bread, elders fade without the circle's warmth. Kinship scatters, trust dissolves, fields turn barren under silent skies. Survival demands we reclaim the circle, labor first for our own, words weighed by those who till the same earth, duty to the line, above all. Heed the ancestors, speak true, or the fire dies forever.
Gather close, kin, by the fire's glow, where stories bind us through winter's bite. If the words of our forebears stirred recognition in your heart, carry that feeling outward, speak it, and honor it with your presence. Each act of sharing strengthens the line of inquiry, feeding the labor of understanding that threads through generations. Your voice added to the circle keeps the search for truth alive, examining not only the self but also the patterns of our world. Leave your marks where they may guide others, in comments or reflections, following paths traced to sources of knowledge. Know that by standing with this work, you sustain the effort. Without it, households fracture like untended clay, and kinship scatters under silent skies. Survival demands we reclaim the circle, labor first for our own, and speak true, lest we lose our way and let the fire die forever.